Right, first order of the day for removing my viscous fan, and I shouldn't have to be doing this, but it's something that's been annoying me for a long time. The pitch circle diameter on these holes, which fit over the bolts on the flywheel, they are not correctly positioned. Of all the things, the only thing you have to get right on this tool was the position of those, the right pitch circle diameter, and sure enough they're in the wrong position. Nice bit of kit, these spanners, you definitely need them, but I just go, these are more expensive. These are from a company called Flat Dog. I would not recommend these at all. Absolutely useless. They should not be getting the hole positions wrong. It must have been one of those they did on a Friday afternoon. So I'm going to have to re-drill this out before I can even get started. I had a go before because I need to get out a fix. I used a hand drill to enlarge these. They could probably all do with enlarging, but I find this one, if I make it slightly bigger, I can jiggle it into position. So just going to drill this out a little bit more. First order of the day. Annoying, to say the least. I would class that as a Flat Dog failure. Right, one job done. Hopefully that'll be enough. Should really do those as well. Right, here we go, the viscous fan removal tools. One is a flat one with 3 holes in on a pitch circle diameter. This holds the flywheel pulley, and this one will do the nut. It's I think mine's a TD5 engine. I think it's slightly different for your 300 and 200 TDIs. But it's 36mm. Just check which one yours is going to be. These you can get pretty cheap from paddocks. You don't need to go expensive like I did. I made the mistake of going for these thinking they'd be a better quality, but good material, but just poorly manufactured, to be quite honest with you. So that's what you're going to need. Definitely worthwhile investment, because every single job on a Land Rover tends to result in the viscous fan having to come off, more or less. So let's get the fan off and see whether it's a right or left-handed thread. Right, so first up, 4 screws, easy enough to locate, and don't take them out all the way, they just unlock. And this cowling should just pull off with a bit of jiggling around, easy enough. Now, fanned. Some are right-handed threads, some are left-handed threads. TD5s generally are a standard right-handed thread. After that, it's a little bit vague, and some people have aftermarket things. So one of the easiest ways, there's 2 ways to find out which way it's going. Right, do you have a left or a right-handed thread? That is a big question, and it's quite easy to identify actually if you're used to looking at the blades of these things. You can actually turn your engine over and look to see which way around your fan rotates. If it rotates this way, then it is going to be undone the same way. So it's a right-handed thread, so to unlock it, left hand down. In my case, and you can tell also which way around the fan will rotate, because the curved edge is the leading edge, this is the trailing edge, so you know that it's going to be turning that way around. So the curved edge is going to be leading, and that is going to be your fan rotation, and that means that the nut on this thing is a right-handed thread, and in order to undo it, you just go in the same direction that your fan would rotate, if that makes sense. So I'll get the spanners on that and we'll crack this thing off. Right, so that's located, and it should come off quite easy. And there we go. Once you've got it moving, you can just crank it off by hand. and it will drop off. One viscous fan off, 5-minute job, probably 4 minutes if you had the tools that actually fitted it correctly. Right, so there's a clearer look of where you're putting your spanner over, and that is what the nut on the viscous fan is attached to. And in theory these should go over the nuts on there, and as you can see mine don't. They're still, even after a modification, they still need drilling out a bit more. Absolutely useless tool, this one, and it wasn't cheap as well. Flat dog, guide dog more like, for the guy that drilled those things. Absolutely shocking.